Hey, Katie Johnson here. I have a quick demonstration of how to use the stamp positioning tool. There are lots and lots of different things for which a stamp positioning tool is useful. I'm going to use it today just because I have one sentiment that I want to get in exactly the same place on 3 different pieces of paper. So the construction of this thing is that it's got a plate that comes off and you're going to mount your stamp to the back side. On the top side, it's got this grid pattern, which is useful for getting things lined up. The project itself is going to go in the bed. This is a removable piece of grid paper that you can also use for lining up projects. Not essential, but I like to keep one in there just to help keep my base plate clean. Not necessary, but I like to use it for that. Stampin' Up sells this grid paper in a little pad with all the little holes up there pre-poked so that you can get it lined up in your device easily. You will notice that these holes are all here, and then there seems to be a break at that point, and that is intentional. If you look right here, you can kind of see a groove in the base plate that goes right over the ruler. See it there? And the purpose of that groove is, again, to help keep your paper, especially when you're doing multiples, in exactly the same spot. So this is an open area that my project page can fit through and go right up there and get caught by these 2 pegs with its point telling you that, or reaffirming to you that you've got it centered in that space. The base plate is magnetic. It comes with these little magnets. And if you look at the magnet, I pulled this one out of the way because I like to stick to each other. You can see how it's got a little bit of a groove here and a little bit of an upward bend that way. That is intentional, so that when it's on your surface, you've got something to make it easy to lift it up. If you accidentally turn it over, all that bright shininess should go, oops, no, because your eye caught the magnet. You really want the solid magnet surface down to make good contact. But if you accidentally turn it over, you're going to have a little bit of trouble maybe lifting it up, but just slide it off to the edge and then it's easy to pick up. Also, it makes it easy if they happen to stick to each other. You've got these non-magnetic tags that you can just pull on to pull them apart. So this extra magnet here, you've got it firmly in position because it's secured by the pegs and you've got it between these 2 notches. But I'm just going to put one magnet right there to kind of hold it in place. And my sentiment is going to go down here. So if I can get one more without messing with my sentiment, I'm going to keep one down here. Like I said, I have 3 panels that I want to be exactly the same. And I only want one word on here. Now I'm showing you some new product because this is new. It's in the new May to August catalog. If you don't have that catalog yet, ask me. All right, the sentiment that I'm using today is this one that says, "You give me hope, but I only want that word. I just want the hope." So I've got my little piece of paper. Flower is going to be stamped on their vertical, and I'm going to visually line it up here and hope that it sticks to my fingers. Let's see if I can get it left, right positioned and level, and it all looks good. And now comes the plate that's going to actually do the stamping. Oops, I have it upside down. So you've got this little logo down here, and you'll know the plate is on the correct side when you can read it. And it doesn't work if you have it upside down, because the way this thing works is there are holes in this corner, because you need to be in the same position every time you stamp. But these holes will fit over these pegs. And then these structures down on the end, these are little springs. So let me just show you this way. See how it goes up and down? Cool, huh? And then the other thing is, can you see that this is beveled? So this hole on the top side is small, and this hole on the bottom side is wide, because that thing is not a straight peg. Like these are cylinder pegs. This one is a cone. So it's not even going to fit on there upside down. If you tried to put it upside down, it wouldn't work. So to get it securely in there, you need to put it this way. No problem yet. That stamp that you see is not yet attached to this plate. So to mount it, I'm just going to go down. And right now I see a potential problem. We're going to see if it is a problem. Yeah, a little bit. What I should have done, I'm going to come underneath here and release the paper that decided to electrostatically cling to my acrylic sheet. I'm going to take this one because it's not really needed. I'm going to do down there just to hold that paper in place. Okay, so now I'm going to eyeball it. I love this particular stamp positioning tool for this purpose, because now I can go back and look at it and decide whether that stamp that I'm going to use looks like it's level on the paper. If it's hard to tell, which at this point it kind of was because there's nothing to give any contrast, so I'm going to come in and let's see, I'm going to use one color. I want to ink up just that word. And to ensure that I only get that word, I'm going to cover up everything else with a Post-it note. So it's just the word that I get. All right, now I've got a little bit of contrast. And when I put it, again, it's suspended over my project. It's not doing anything. Now I can make that final decision if it looks like it is level. Cross my fingers because I'm filming. Down it goes, up, and there's my word. Now, I have 3 of these, and I want them to each be in a different color. So we're going to take that one out. I'm going to put this one in. Line that up. Wash the gold color off of there. And bring in the next color. Lots of ways to wash the stamp. I could squirt it with the cleaner. I squirted my rag with the cleaner. I could use a wet cloth. I could use a baby wipe. I just need to get that ink off of there, and it's a water-soluble ink. So that works. Going to use a few Post-it notes on this one. So repeat the process. I only want the one word. Ink it up with the other color. Get that off of there, otherwise you transfer all that ink onto your project. Line it up again. Reaffirm that you've got, actually this is another good thing about the fact that it's suspended over there, is I can see my stamp and I can see whether my stamp looks like it has enough ink on it. Down it goes, and I have my second project, 2 of 3. So I hope that gave you a little bit better understanding about how this tool works. This is Stampin' Up's Stamp Positioner, and it is available now shopping online. So I will put the link in the comments below. If you don't have a stamp positioner, it's a really good tool to have in your stamping supplies. And this one, I have more videos that show different ways to use this one. I really, really like a lot of the features on this one that make it special, like the ability to have it suspended over my project without actually getting ink on my project. All right, hey, message me any questions and let me know what you would like to see done using this tool, because I'm happy to film whatever you need to see. I'm Katie Johnson. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that now. You'll get notifications when I post more videos like this.